I mean, there's a few stages I could shave off a couple seconds. That run, I had a bad Iggy, I believe. Or did I? I might not have. That might have been the previous run. I don't know. Because I'm running the Japanese version. I use a Super EverDrive so that I can run imports on my Super Nintendo. Why is it an Asian? Well, I mean, if you're not 100% familiar with, you know, the exact intricacies of different languages in Asia, I mean, it could, to some people, it could look like Japanese, it could look like Chinese, it could look like Korean, Mandarin. You never know. You do it in the on the Japanese version because the text at the end of the castles and such is faster because there's less text. It actually saves time to run an import, which is the same reason why I run like to the past as an import. The Japanese text over the English text saves like a couple minutes over the course of the whole run. There's about a half a second I could save in this level, but it's really difficult, so I don't do it. It requires a shell jump using that red shell back there. A mid-air shell jump. And it's like the hardest shell jump to do. So instead of getting a 275 on the timer, it would get me a 276. Yeah, I flubbed that stage last time. I kept landing in the water. There's a trick in here that would also save me like a second or two at the beginning using that P-switch, doing a mid-air jump with it. But I'm not that good, so... Okay, so I did screw up that Icky fight last time. By about a second. Yeah, see, in the English version, this paragraph is a lot longer. Some other games you also run the Japanese versions of as well, because you can run the 1.0 build of that game, where certain glitches and exploits have not been patched out yet. That looks clearly takes from a 2-year-old. That's one way to put it. It's the same with any language, really. If you're not familiar with it, it all looks like gibberish, and it just takes, a little bit of practice to figure it out. See, the strat here is supposed to be to run, fly, dive bomb, and get hit by the boomerang while you're in the dive bomb. That way, you keep your cape. So when you get here, this boomerang is at a different position, so you can fly up through the ceiling and over it, so you don't have to stop and wait for it. Saves a handful of seconds. I don't know how to do it. I've tried. I need to practice more. Let's see. I really should learn a little bit of Japanese. I do own a lot of imports. Like imported games like on my Saturn and my Super Nintendo and stuff like that that I can't fully enjoy because I don't speak the language. Safety star. Every time I don't get the safety star, I'm knocking my head off a fish. Like, right there, I would have knocked my head off that fish. And I would have lost my, my cape. Would have lost my cape right there, too. And right there. Alright, thanks for dropping by. Have a good one. Yeah, there's 3 alphabets. It doesn't need to be that complicated, you know? Actually, they do learn English. America is one of the only countries where a foreign language is not absolutely necessary through your entire educational career. Just go through the door, Mario. I used to speak French. I haven't used it in so long, I just don't recall most of it. Too early. Yay. That's 2 PVs in a row today. Having a good day, apparently. And my PV is actually probably a little faster than that because I think I split a few frames late. I'm still not used to the split timing for when, because the game stops as soon as the frame that Peach appears on screen from Bowser's little clown car, and I don't really know the timing for that. I have to let the credits roll, by the way. It's a speedrunning thing. A lot of communities, when you submit runs, they have to have the credits as well to make sure that you're not cheating or splicing or whatever. My children are playing with my door to the basement here. So yeah, right here at Star World 1, there's time to be saved. If I could have a really good Star World 1, and if I could do the Bowser fight properly for the cape kill, yeah. I just need to study the cape kill. That's all. Yeah, I'll be submitting this one. So I'll look later and see where that puts me. Oh, let's see, on the leaderboard. Just noticed my webcam is not centered properly. You guys can actually see my wall and my can of air. I recently moved my screen because it was annoying me. And I forgot to adjust my camera accordingly. Only thing you're supposed to see is the Zelda blanket here. Whoops. Noko. Look at all these enemies that we never see in this run. Unbaba. Basa Met. Togamet. Guska. Buku. Fungumanin Uneria. Torpedo! In the English one, he's just called Torpedo Ted. Telasa, Spook, Atomic Telasa, and the Telesalus. That's a bold move, Cotton. Fishbone. I mean, sometimes the simplest names are the best names. Fishbone. Reznor. Mecha Koopa. Bum ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. And then Koopa himself. And all the Koopalings. The Koopa kids. Which are not his kids. or so says Nintendo. So yeah, I don't